I'm sorry, sometimes that takes so long to do. To find the precise angle that Whitney likes it, not Moonshine. Okay, so we're going to bring in some earth energy and kind of just see what happens. Sometimes I'm never quite sure if I'm supposed to be like doing a reading or not, or if I'm just supposed to be hanging out and chilling and relaxing and taking a load off because I work so much, and other times I'm like, stop relaxing and go and make a video. So I don't, I never quite know what to expect. One more shuffle. Here we go. Okay, earth signs or just grounding energy. We'll see what happens. That was a weird shuffle. There's the moon. So we just got the Chariot and the Three of Wands. Got the Four of Wands in reverse. And there's the Moon. Pisces energy. The Chariot is Cancer. And to be honest, well, we're grounding water energy. And sometimes water and earth come in together a lot because the emotional state sometimes of water is so severe, so dramatic that it needs the ground to kind of like neutralize it and ground it and explain the situation to it properly. Okay, so you could be dealing with an overly emotional person, or you could be an overly emotional person, and maybe you've had to ground your energy. And the thing is with the Three of Wands, it's the Three of Wands can be about spontaneous movement. And with the Zebra, I believe it's about kind of seeing in between the lines, right? And that's why she's got lines everywhere. I think that was her whole point, was to try to see in between the lines. And then there is the triangle of infinity, that she calls it, the creator of this deck, in the Zebra's third eye. So I do believe that maybe you feel like, maybe you feel like you've been trying really hard for something and it's not happening. It's not moving forward. The universe is like, you don't think that there's a ceremony at the end of this. You don't think that there's some type of celebration at the end of this. Like, you don't see the amazing things that are happening, because a turtle, if you think about it, is below water a lot of times. This is a painted turtle, only really found in lakes and streams and fresh water. Okay, and this kind of turtle you wouldn't see very often. Like, they come and they go pretty fast. They're almost like one of the fastest turtles, to be honest. They're constantly on the run. So maybe you feel like something is not coming to fruition. Okay, you feel like something is not like you're not going to be celebrated for it, or there isn't going to be some type of victory at the end of this, right? And the thing is that the universe just hasn't let you see it. Okay, they haven't let you see it, and there's a reason for that. People get envious of people, and if there's something that's being brewed, sometimes they won't say anything. Look at that. Fool on the bottom of the deck. There's a new beginning, okay? And the universe is saying to kind of believe in more magic, more infinity and beyond, okay? A little bit more Buzz Lightyear here, all right? you could be a very intense person and things aren't going the way that you thought they were going to go, and that's the whole point of life. Is that if you were to be able to predict every single movement that you were going to make, life would be boring at that point in time. Like you're overusing your powers, right? At that point. So the moon is like, okay, there are things you can't see. Okay, there also could be dangers that you don't see. There could be things lurking that you don't see. Okay, all you see is so far, well, there's no ceremony yet. I'm not, my table doesn't have all four legs on it yet. There's no stability here yet, right? Because the Four of Wands is, if you were getting married, it would be the celebration. If you were having a birthday, it would be the celebration. If you were having a bar mitzvah, it would be the celebration, right? If you were creating a business, it would be your opening party. Okay, there still isn't no opening party. And you're like, why hasn't this started yet? Why haven't the doors opened yet? Okay, and that's because the start is on the other side of the moon. The start isn't here yet. Right? So that's why it's frustrating you about moving forward. But the universe is like, we got you. We know what's going on. We're watching. We have every intention of moving you forward. There's times where people move and there's times where people have to stay and chill and grow. Oh yeah, this Page of Wands was on the top. I believe it's the moth. Yeah. So there's transformation here. Okay. But it's transformation under radar. You don't see the transformation, so you can't see the celebration. Like the universe is very particular in what it does, and the new start is here. Trust me. It's just not, it hasn't presented itself yet. Ooh, 3 of Pentacles, because the team isn't here yet. Okay, you're a one-man worker. You're a one-man worker bee right now, and you're probably going to be a one-man worker bee in the future. Okay, ooh, Queen of Serpents on the bottom. Something's going to come around, and, bitch, is that the Queen of Swords? Oh, 10 of Cups. Lovely. 10 of Cups. So the Queen of Swords Queen of Wands with the 10 of Cups. So I think that something might, observing something. Maybe in the future, you're not going to have a boss. So what you do is all going to be on you. And that's going to be a really huge responsibility. Like, to be a one-man bee show, that's a big responsibility. Okay? And you just, the beginning of the adventure, thus begins you and your new reincarnated state, which is the Queen of Wands. So you go from kind of like, this is a big transformation. Like, this is going from black and white to color. This is like when TVs went from black and white to color. Like, that was a big deal, right? That was a big deal. And then it was like Blu-ray, so DVDs turned suddenly into Blu-ray, and you were like, I feel like I'm in the TV, right? Because it's so real, okay? That when it's real and it becomes a part of your life, you have to be able to comfort it. You have to be able to sustain your life. You have to be able to take the reins of your life and stay in control of things, okay? And the universe doesn't want you to lose this because you've done so much work, and yet there is still so much work to do in the future. And that's why the 10 of Cups is here, but it's coming. Once the beginning of the adventure starts, which is the ending of what we're in right now, or what you're in right now, okay? This huge transformation is like you turn into a woman. If this is a woman I'm talking to. If this is a male I'm talking to, then you turn into a man. Right? This is a transformation. This isn't something that just happens overnight and it's like, dun, 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 I'm a brand new person. It takes years and years to master who you truly are. And sometimes you've got to get away from people in order to hear your own voice. And a lot of that, to understand your own voice is watch the movie The Call of the Wild with Harrison Ford. and buck. And that really helps to understand being able to step out of the chatter and find your own voice. Because you would not imagine how many other people you hear in your head, and it's not you. Especially if you have an addiction to your phone, you will always hear other things going on in your head other than your own voice. So you had to kind of master your own voice, and you had to see in between the lines that there was a lot more going on with you than what you thought. Okay, so the universe has kept an eye on things. So this is like a moon cycle. After this moon cycle, this new change comes in, and you work hard. Not that you're not working hard right now, but there's some hard work coming in the future as well. Okay, but that hard work builds you a sustainable life where you can finally remain still and not constantly moving. Maybe you're used to being moving and you haven't moved for a while, and it's like, okay, well, because this next move is probably going to be it for a while, and you might be staying put for a while, so then you can actually see what building a house is like. Right? Just saying. And with the Queen of Wands makes shit happen. Right? So that transformation from this eager beaver little painted turtle to to an eagle, to an owl, that's going from like rushing to, all right, I can chill. Like, I mean, an owl just sits there. An owl will hunt for hours. Not that other birds won't, but an owl only hunts at night. It's kind of a genius because it keeps a lot less predators after it. And she just will sit there and she will wait for the right thing because she's comfortable. You're comfortable. Whatever. The future is comfortable. And you are a queen. You move into a queen position. And queen bee, to be honest, you move into a queen bee position. So you become a part of your own hive. You become the queen of your own hive. And that, my friend, is kind of the bonus, because you might not have been used to such a calm, cool, collected life that you're going into. And like, I just want to say, the Empress is on the top. Like, that's an owl, a deer. I mean, come on. Look at how gracious those animals are compared to this. Gotta get there. These bitches just chill. They ain't in a rush to do anything. And that's the main goal, is getting you to stop rushing, that the universe takes time, that things take time to grow, and when it's your time to move forward, trust me, you will. Lovely energy. Thanks for joining. I'm Moonshine. Peace.